Good morning, everybody. It is definitely getting close to Christmas here. We are actually going to be celebrating Christmas for our older kids, the ones that have moved out, this coming weekend. And so, because they have the types of jobs where they work a lot of weekends and night shifts and things like that, yeah, I just feel like there's a lot that has to get done here. By the way, I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life. Thank you for spending the day with me. That, Peter, goes in that drawer. I know. I know. 3 and 9 days away for Christmases right now. So everyone is just kind of getting things done in the background here. Peter is working on putting away dishes. Hello. And Maria had a little cold last week, and now Peter seems to have gotten it. So he is just a sniffling here. And we're, just kind of dealing with that. So anyway, let me just show you my list for the day. I'm just going to bring you along for the day. So I do want to do my 1 hour of cleaning and filming. That has posed very, very hard to do.
I'll help you.
Yes, it isn't hard with, everybody wants to help with the 1 hour of cleaning. So it isn't hard to clean for the hour, and it isn't hard to film. But what's hard is to find that time in my day. I feel like I wanted to do that for 7 days in a row and then do a video and show you guys how much you can get done just doing 1 hour a day. And guess what? It's like 2.5 weeks later, we're still trying to get 7 days in. I want to start the pork roast. I better do that right away here this morning. Lay out the gifts and just make sure that I have the things that we wanted to give to them and make sure that it all looks even. You guys know what I mean by that. Possibly get to the library. I did look, and overnight. What are you guys bickering about? What are you bickering about? It's a real question.
We're bickering over the spiderweb game.
Oh, they're bickering about a spiderweb game. Why don't you guys wait until the camera turns off and then do your bickering, okay? Anyway, so I want to get to the library. I do have some cookbooks to ship off. I need to print the labels and sign those and all of that goes with that. So I normally do that only on Tuesdays is when I ship off, but here, being that it's like around Christmas, I've been trying to get those shipped off as fast as possible so that they get to you guys on time. I do have some school paperwork to do. We are going to homeschool here today, and I do have plans to do some baking. So possibly molasses cookies. Well, I think molasses or ginger cookies is like the #1, and then maybe thumbprints, maybe trees, maybe almond butter crunch. And then I also forgot to write down that Amber is coming over. And she has a quilting project that she wants to get done for Christmas. And yeah, we've been working on that since the summer. We're still working on it. So anyway, she's going to come over and we're going to work on that. And my big problem today is going to be that we started a puzzle last night. And puzzles draw me in like nothing else. So in between, same for Maria. So in between all of the things that we want to get done today, we are going to, I'm sure we are going to be over here trying to find pieces. So such a pretty puzzle. I love these springbok puzzles. They're always so pretty, and they're fun because the pieces are all quite irregular. You have pieces like this, and then kind of your regular shaped pieces like that.
Weird looking like this.
More pieces that are weird looking like that. Yeah, so
more pieces that are weird.
So this is going to be really what I want to do all day long. And then our Christmas tree is still without lights, so the lights are set to arrive today. That is what Amazon tells me. I wanted to get those little wired lights that almost have just like the little seeds on, because our tree is thin. And it's a wild tree, so the branches are not those, thick sheared branches that you buy at a tree farm. So anyway, I wanted some very, very lightweight lights this year. So I'm so looking forward to getting lights on the tree. Let's look at some of the homemade ornaments here. So we have this one. This is one of those where you take the glass ball and then dip your hand in paint. Joseph made this a number of years ago. You decorate each of the fingers like a little snowman. This was Maria's ornament. Did you paint this, Maria, or did it come like this, or? It came like that, the stocking part all painted, and then we put a picture.
I think so.
Whoops, did that want to turn around? Oh, and this year we did, whoops, let's see if we can get back there. We did pick up some of the little, I think $1 or $2 ornaments from Dollar General, little felt ornaments, and so Maria made those little sweaters.
And then there's
And there's another sweater. Oh, Peter wants to show us the Grinch. There's a little Grinch ornament. That one's cute. And then I'm going to show you, I'm not sure if I showed this one last year or not, but this little ornament here, I believe that this ornament, I don't know if it came from Germany or what, but I do know that my aunt gave this to me when I was 5 years old. So this is just kind of a precious ornament to me all the time. And what else do we have? We have one present under the tree. We're going to have to water the tree and get our tree skirt up yet. That's still on the list of things to do. Oh, and look at that. There's Joseph as just a tiny little baby. If it focuses on it, let's see if it'll focus. There we go. And there's Joseph as a tiny baby. That was actually taken not long before he had heart surgery. What else do you want me to show? And the little gingerbread. Is this Peter's or is this Joe's?
That's mine.
This is Peter's homemade gingerbread. Those are cute. They're on like a little wooden piece that they painted. I'm waiting for the bathroom to be open, and then I'm going to go get myself ready and just see what all we can get done today. Joseph, go back. This is like those Pioneer Woman cookbook covers. That's what she does.
Sure. Sure. There you go.
What's your big problem, Joe?
No, it's not working. Trevor, come here. Just wait, Joe.
Mom, come here.
Joseph, we're videoing right now. You gotta just chill, all right?
Joe, what do you need help with?
Okay. You can cut that video out. How do you like that mountain of dirty dishes in the background? That's awesome.
Joe, wait.
I thought the camera was out of focus, but it's just my eyes. I gotta move the camera farther away. I'm balancing our personal checkbook, so I don't know if...
I can't hear you. What? All right, it's 10 after 11 right now. Amber's actually over. Hey, Amber, say hi to everyone. Everyone's happy to see you, I know.
How's it going?
Okay, so she's gonna dig through the Variety Fun box. I forgot to film when we first got it because I'm telling you guys, when these come in the mail, it is all I can do to try to get people to stay out of it so I can film. This was a good box though. You can see what we tend to leave behind.
Yeah,
It's
I don't like any of
always
the ones
the
with the peanut butter.
crackers.
If they had cheese in it, that'd be good.
Okay, are they all the peanut? They're all the peanut butter crackers, aren't they? I know that Joe likes some of these. So, yeah, those are slow going. And no one has taken the banana oat yet. But of course, all of the, what's gone? All the Doritos are gone. All of the chocolate chip cookies and Grandma's cookies are gone. What are you eating today?
Pop chips.
Barbecue?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
They're good.
Are they?
I've heard of these before. They're like a healthier version
Okay.
or something like that.
Kind of like, you don't know. Anyway, you think they're pretty good?
Potato instead of corn, basically.
Okay. We've got some peanuts left here. I should have actually put these in my kung pao beef I made the other night because I was a little short on peanuts, but just didn't think of that. So anyway, I will leave a link in my description box if you guys are interested in looking at the Variety Fun boxes. I know they give a discount. See you later, Sam. I know they give a discount to my subscribers. I don't remember if it's 25 or 30% off the first box. Anyway, I'll leave it in the description box for you guys. So Amber's here. She's working on a Christmas project, right? I think I can share because I don't think this video is going to go up before.
I was gonna say it can't go up.
It won't go up until he sees it. Should we go show? Should we go show? So this started out as maybe a tie blanket.
Yeah. I started with the idea of wanting to bring all these old shirts from where Tony works at and cutting them up to make a tie blanket and like tying them all together. But then cutting them would like shorten up the logos. So then we were like, well, we'll have to stitch them all together, and then I could tie the edges. Well, I'm like, well, at that point, why don't we just stitch the whole thing? And I think I started this in like July or June, and it's now December.
Yeah.
Like originally I was just gonna give it to him as like for fun, and now it's a Christmas gift because I'm like
Hopefully it's going to be a Christmas gift. So she just stitched on the bottom border and a top border, and we're going to trim, obviously trim up the sides and then measure this. That's one of the things that's made this so slow going, is that we are just starting from scratch. We're like designing it as we go. There's no plan where we can just go, oh, cut 6 of these or cut 7 of those. It's like measure, 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 measure. Screw up, measure again.
right.
So anyway, we're gonna see with this pile of fabric here if we can make some edge, some side borders. And if we can't, then I guess we're at a standstill again until we get back to the store.
Right.
Well, we have a lot going on here today. Amber and I just finished measuring for her side border, and she had enough fabric, so that's a nice feeling. And we have kids hollering in the background, and yep, Maria is working on her time for learning, and this, I think,
click the button to move on.
Yep, good job. The other night I showed you, or I think on my last daily vlog, I was unboxing this mattress topper, and actually we decided that we're going to use this mattress topper instead of on our bed. We're going to use it more for like see, right now we have it on the futon here. We actually had to sleep out here last night because our bed is full of Christmas presents that we didn't get wrapped last night. So yeah, so that's what we're going to use this for, is more of like when we have people over and we need a place for them to sleep, we can put this on the floor, and it's comfortable. Warren actually said that he slept better than he has in a long time. Now, I honestly didn't, but he says it's because I'm Princess and the Pea and I don't like all the changes and the light and whatever. It was just different sleeping out here than in our bedroom. But Amber laid on it. What did you think, Amber?
I thought it was really nice.
She thought it was really nice too. So yeah, it is actually, I think it would be super comfortable on the floor. Like when we have, during deer season and that, and we need to have some extra sleeping space, that would be perfect. Lunchtime now. Peter made us some ramen with dumplings. Tell us how you make those dumplings.
Well, it's actually really easy. All you do is just take a bowl and you put some flour in it, and you put 1 egg in, and you mix it all up. And if it's like not enough egg, you could put like another egg in, and if it's not enough flour, you just put some more flour in and mix it up, and then you just put it into the boiling water until they float up to the top, and then they make dumplings.
And then they make dumplings. So before you put in the noodles or the seasoning, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And how do you know if you need more egg or more flour? Like, what do you want the dough to feel like?
Goopy and sticky.
Yeah, that's a good description. Sticky and goopy. We had some leftover mashed potatoes, so I made up some fried mashed. It's just a real quick put together lunch. We have a bag of chips, and we have some salsa here. I have some, what are these, oranges that were already sliced up from the other night. So we're just going to make a lunch out of all of that. I forgot to take my camera along, or I guess to even pick up my camera here before I left. But this afternoon, oh, your hands are filthy.
Yeah, it's from sitting stairs.
I see. So this afternoon, Warren actually took Joseph, Peter, and Maria to check traps, and then I ran a couple errands. I had some cookbooks that had to be delivered, so I took those to the post office, and then oh, I wanted to do some banking, and then also there's a little local shop that carries my cookbook, and they actually sold out, which was exciting news. And so they wanted to have, they wanted me to bring over 10 more cookbooks for them. So I did that, and then that just triggered, it's a little local store. So if you are kind of local to us here, it's Beavers of Nakusa, just a little small store. Well, it's not really that small, but it's like, I think they call it a variety store or a dime store or something. They have just everything. and I just got carried away looking down every single aisle. I almost bought a lace table runner. It was really, really pretty, but I wasn't sure. I thought, you know what? I'm sure it'll still be there. I can do my table decorating, and if I really, really want it, I'll go back and get it. But they're only $1.99. I mean, that's the kind of store this is. It's like, and they carry just so much neat stuff. So anyway, I did that. I stopped at Dollar General to pick up a couple last minute little gift type things. They have a bunch of gift cards and things there that you can choose from. So I picked up a couple of those. And now I'm back home and it's 4 o'clock, and since tonight's supper, it's in the crock pot and everything is just cooking down so nicely, and it smells so good. When I walked in the house, I was like, oh, that smells good. So and it's really just a one-pot meal. So what I'm going to do, besides making some gravy out of the juice that's in there later, I want to make some 1-hour bread. Come here, please. I want you to come help me make bread. You need to put this into here, please. Put it in there. Put the sugar in.
6 cups of sugar.
1 tablespoon. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Put that in there. Put in 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Very good. And we also have to put in the yeast.
1 cup of yeast.
There, ready?
Yes.
1. Do another one. Just level. Okay, that's good. And then do a little bit more, just a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's a ladle. Get the wooden spoon. Oh, are we out? Here, you're gonna have to use this then. So in here I have water, milk, and butter, and it is measuring, it's registering at 130 degrees. I also sprayed 2 of these smaller loaf pans.
Now our baking.
And then we have to put in 1 more cup of flour, but keep stirring. We got to get it from the edges. Whoop.
Oh my.
Oh my, we kind of made a mess.
Yum.
And we're not going to put the whole cup of flour in because we're going to save some of the flour for when we're kneading it, and we can keep adding flour to it as we need. Nope, not yet. Stir it up. Stir, 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 stir. Oh, you got everything full, didn't you? You used every single measuring cup. Ah. While Joe stirs, I'm going to show you guys my list. So we have not done our 1 hour cleaning today. Lots of cleaning though. I mean, all kinds of things like I wouldn't say cleaning, but lots of housework. We did, what did we do? We emptied garbages today and we did laundry. Keep stirring, honey. You got to stir in all that flour.
Okay.
Anyway, we just did not do the 1 hour cleaning. I did get the pork roast started. I did not lay out any more of the gifts. We did not get to the library. I did deliver the cookbooks. I did not do that paperwork yet. We did do homeschool. I have not made any cookies yet. I did do quilting with Amber, and she is tickled. The whole entire quilt top is finished. She is now going to pick out some flannel for the back, so I'm excited to help her out with that. And Joe is still stirring it in.
Thin hats. Cookies and later on thin inside head animal.
Keep stirring.
So head animal.
Good job.
Here.
All right, Joe's taking a little milk break, but now we have to knead the dough for 4 minutes.
Daddy.
So it's 4:15 right now, and so I guess that means 4:19. We're gonna keep on kneading. Are you gonna come do some of the kneading, Joe?
No.
You don't wanna? Look at this is the fun part, honey. Do you want to do this part?
Huh?
I said, do you want to do this part?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay, I completely lost Joe. He, after his milk break, he was like, no way am I going to come back and work on, making bread. So here we are. I'm doing it on my own. So I'm just going to shape this into a little loaf. Okay, so what I have here is just a pan with hot tap water in it, and I'm just going to set these right in here. This is another thing that causes this to be 1 hour bread, or hopefully we're at 4:22 right now. I'm going to cover these. I'm going to let them rise for 15 minutes. Whoops. So I just took the lid off of the crock pot for the first time today, and it is 4:30. And in here I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 1/4 cup of cold water, and I just stirred it together here. I want to make sure it's, whoa, that was not what I wanted to have happen. I want to make sure it's stirred very well. Oh, it really spilled. Okay. I tasted the broth, so I just stuck my fork in here real quick and tasted it to make sure it was like salty enough. And now I'm just going to pour this right in to all of the meat juices that it made. And then I'm going to try to kind of stir that up a little bit. And I'm going to tuck a lot of these potatoes down into that juice if I can. I see I have one potato that got a little burnt or whatever along the edge. And there's a lot of broth in here, so I think I'm going to do another batch of this. So 2 more tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/4 cup of cold water. I'm going to put that in here because I want this to make a nice thick gravy. While I do that, I'm going to keep it covered though because I really want that to cook. I really want like that to kind of start to simmer again if possible. Maybe I'll crank it up to high. There we go. All right, second batch is going in. I'll just use my fork to kind of whisk it in there a little bit. So I got the lights today, and this is what I'm going to be putting on the tree this year. Copper wire string lights. It's the 66-foot strand. It's amazing because this is what it is right here. And you do need to have a brick to plug it into the wall. And then it looks like you just press that button and they turn on. So I'm actually going to try these before I put them on the tree just to make sure that they actually work. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, they kind of like twinkle. Twinkle. Oh, flash. So those sort of like dim on and dim off. Oh boy, that's a little too much. Well, where's just regular? I want just regular. I hope it has it. Okay, there we go. I think that's just regular. So these are the lights that we're going to be putting on. They're just like little copper, little teeny tiny lights on a copper wire. So I'm bouncing back and forth between the tree and the bread. At 15 minutes of rise time, it wasn't risen far enough for my liking, so I set it for another 5 minutes. Now I'm preheating the oven to 400. So while it preheats, that's going to allow this another 5 or so minutes to rise. Then we're going to pop it in the oven for 20 minutes. Peter's working on the dishes again. How many times today?
This is about the 5th time.
Well, I don't think it's the 5th time. I think, really, Peter, I think you unloaded at breakfast, and then you loaded at lunch, and now you're unloading again. And as soon as Sam comes in from work, then Sam is actually going to load up again.
Bread, because they're small.
Yes, you can have 2 pieces of bread. So this is what the bread looks like. They are just small loaves, but it's perfect when you just want some bread quickly. It was a little longer than an hour, so 5:04 would have been an hour. It was actually not done until 5:15, but still, that's awfully quick for homemade yeast bread. Joe is going to try to serve up. He's hungry. I don't think that's going to work real well. Let's see what we can do here.
Do you guys want to go? Okay, I'm done.
This will pass. It's just a storm. If you want to see the rain, oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
We did it just
You're so small.